So when I first saw that video, I looked at it. I'm like, yo, that like psychologically, what makes a person react like that? And to me, I was having a conversation with my homeboy. We were just back and forth. I'm like, that looks like ownership to me. You know what I'm saying? That looks like psychologically you own somebody and they're defying you. You know what I mean? That looks like almost you're chastising somebody who you believe is your property and you're trying to get a point across. And then I'm thinking, like, what gets you to the point of thinking that you own people? You know what I mean? Because I mean, there was clearly a degree of rage, entitlement, just what I mean? It looked really bad. And I'm thinking just a star or celebrity in particular, what gets them to that point psychologically that makes them feel that they can do that to somebody, especially a woman. And I think it's just, being surrounded, being insulated by people who are protecting you and allowing that behavior to continue. People that you're paying their bills, they're going to shut up. Nobody's going to disable that behavior. Everybody's going to enable it and protect it because they have something at stake or they feel they're going to lose something if they don't. You know what I mean? So as far as his statements, I feel like, I mean, I've always felt like, as far as the Cassie case, I believe that, growing up, I was a Mace fan. I follow Mace. I heard a lot of stuff that he said from that period, stuff that made him kind of leave. The stuff with Cassie, like, I believe that. The Little Rod, I don't really believe that too tough, but the Cassie stuff, I always believed it. And I feel like there are more tapes out there. But when you're that powerful and you have that much money behind you, and even the people that are invested in you, they're gonna protect you. You know what I'm saying? So his boss and his boss's boss, they all have a reason to protect him. So of course he would feel like this tape is never gonna get out because I'm powerful. So I can walk around with my chest out because this ain't, but everything comes to an end, man. Don't matter if you 70, 80 years old. Look at Bill Cosby, though. They waited till he was damn near blind, like knock knock. You know what I'm saying? We got some people that said you did some shit back in 77, 85. You know what I mean? So you need to come talk to us. And they put his ass in prison. So you may think you're getting away with it, you punch drunk. I don't think he's sorry. I think he just doing what his legal counsel advised him to do. You know what I mean? If I was him and I made mistakes like that and I've been this powerful for this long, like, you had to know your day is gonna come, yeah. So you either go down with the ship or repent, say everything, lay it out. It's hard to do, but if you're truly sorry, deeply sorry, that's what you do. You lay it out. This is how ugly I am. This is all the disgusting things I've done. These are my practices here, and people, they're not gonna like it. Nobody's gonna like it, but they'll respect you more for you being the one that brought it forward.
All right. I'm just gonna play the apology one more time and then come to Lady Mogul. I'm gonna go to Luis and I'll go to Lady Mogul. Here we go.
It just sounds like his karma has come home to roost. Like that's really what I'm seeing and hearing. It's just that his karma has finally caught up to him. It might have not happened right away or a week or a couple years, but it finally caught up with him at some point. Because although this is what we've come to see and bear witness because of CCTV and social media, etc., and you think that none of this is gonna be and you think none of this is going to come out because it's all happening behind the scenes, and then lo and behold, it comes out. That's just what we know and see. What are all the things that we don't know that if it was to ever come out or see the light of day, how will we view him then? Right? Because I'm pretty sure he's done just as much other egregious things, but we just don't know about it or haven't seen it yet. There's just rumors. So yeah, that's all I got.
All right, I'm gonna play the video for you, Lady Mogulette.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. I had to go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
All right, Lady Mogulette, how do you feel about the Diddy apology?
First of all, good afternoon, everyone. But what I will say is, you can tell he's reading it. Get this man an Emmy, dollar value Emmy. I just don't. I don't know. I just feel like he's pretty much just watching a crash out, essentially. Like, let the crash out continue. And he's facing the consequences so that other people don't. It's a lot bigger than Diddy. Diddy's been Diddy for a long time. So yeah, there's not much that if he was really apologetic, I think he should have stayed his ass quiet, let people forgive him and deal with what they just saw over the past week, like for some time, because the first video that he released was saying that people were lying on him or something. Was it not? It's just like, just humble yourself. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but his traits, coming from someone who's dealt with someone, I won't even go there, but he just has to relax. He just needs to go sit down somewhere. As far as me, we don't believe you. You need more people. That's pretty much all I have to say. There's really a lot more going on with that case. Why I don't understand why certain people were dropped from the case as it was written. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that. When the case was first filed, one of the top CEOs on UNG was listed, and somehow they've been removed. So I just think that is a lot. I think obviously chickens come home to roost. He's facing his karma for all the shit that he put people through over the years. And may God have mercy on him, but that's between him and God, and he needs to keep it there at this point, because as far as I'm concerned, I could have done without his little bullshit apology. Just seemed like, I'm like, did you catch the look into the space? Like, what? I don't know. I just wasn't convinced. But that's just my take on it. That's all I really got to say on that.